Let's start this with a prayer. Dear Father, I thank you for this day and this opportunity to be used as a vessel to let your people know that you are available, able, and ready in the name of Yeshua of Nazareth. You're going to hear a lot of stuff outside. It's housekeeping season, so a lot of people outside fixing stuff. Matthew 5, 3 through 7, and these are part of the Beatitudes. God blesses those people who depend on him. They belong to the kingdom of heaven. God blesses those people who grieve. They will find comfort. God blesses those people who are humble. The earth will belong to them. God blesses those people who want to obey him more than eat or drink. They will be given what they want. God blesses those people who are merciful. They will be treated with mercy. Listen, man. First thing, God, 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 God. When Jesus is talking, Yeshua talking, he's talking about God. Look, it's all God gonna do this, God gonna do this, God gonna do this, God gonna do this. And God is not a person that he shall lie, right? But let's start at 3. God blesses those people who depend only on him. They belong to the kingdom of heaven. So I started a job in March. I got paid $100 so far, right? Put in my everything to helping kids, to being this light in a dark place. Like, I know what it's like to be a rose and grow in concrete. Okay. Panic attacks. Laid on all my bills. But if it wasn't for God, I should be bitter. I should be so bitter. I should be so pressed. I should be so... But I know that my complete existence is contingent upon God's mercy and grace. Because I don't deserve anything. I don't deserve his love. I don't deserve anything. I'm not worthy. And I'm bold enough to say that. What have I done, right, that God can't do himself? Who am I that God should be like, you know that Tanya, she got to get a promotion? Nah, it ain't sweet all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was bad. But everything is about him. I tell everybody I'm given 24 hours. And if I get to, get through those 24, I'm blessed. I'm not planning for the future. Like, every day I need to make sure I depend on God and that I seek his presence, because ultimately I'm about to spend eternity with him. So I need to get familiar with him and his mannerisms now. I ain't worried about these bills. I ain't worried about no 401k. I ain't worried about them cutting off my lights, cutting up my cards, or taking my car. I don't think that God would let that happen to me. But me trusting him, that's the most important thing. 4, God blesses those people who grieve. They will find comfort. Grieving isn't just like when someone dies. Grieving could be like going through it. Having a situation that just takes everything from you. Like, I thought I was a self-sufficient woman. God's like, where? You need to be a dependent woman. Dependent on me. So I was grieving my situation. I was grieving the little trials and the storms that I was going through. Listen, I don't know what it's like when God checks you, but when he checks me, it's kind of like, girl, fix your face. Fix your face, you know better. I've been here. I ain't never left you. True story, he ain't never left me. God blesses those people who are humble. The earth will belong to them. This being broken, this going through this little thing, like me really trying to help other people, younger people, and seeing how they would rather choose their foolishness over some wisdom, or somebody coming through like, man, I've been in your spot. You can come out of this. Your mindset has to change. Your heart has to change. And then being like, yeah, whatever. It humbled me because I was them. I can't ever look at anybody, nobody on the face of the earth and be like, ugh. Except people who, run their mouth about God. I'm definitely going to be like, ugh, he's gonna murk you. It's God. But like, as far when it relates to other people, ain't nobody doing that, man. I'm so low. Like, I just want to serve God and just, man, help other people. And even if I help you by giving you encouraging words, they're not coming from me. It's from him and everything that he's poured into me, everything that Yeshua has done for me on the cross and in my life and in this walk. I ain't smart because of my own wisdom and knowledge and any experience that I've ever gained, but anything that I have definitely comes from God. So to be in a spot where I'm humble and I know my place, I get it. The earth will belong to them. Listen, I literally feel like, this earth does belong to me. It's my Father's, but it's a whole different story. God blesses those people who want to obey him more than eat or drink. They will be given what they want. I know that I have to get my flesh under control, right? And this happens through fasting. God gets a day out of me every week for fasting. And it's crazy because I have a problem with food, right? I'm an emotional eater. Something happens, I'm stuffing my face. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe. But putting that down and not running to that and running to God, he's like, okay, you ready to have everything. You're going to deny something that your body craves for me. Don't even trip. I'm going to give you everything you want because you've submitted to me. And then 7, God blesses those people who are merciful. They will be treated with mercy. Now, thug mercy. Make everyone right because of Yeshua. I don't deserve anything. I don't deserve anything that he gives me. I don't deserve the life that I have because I don't have a bad life, It could be worse. I could be gone. I could be bitter. I could be just destroyed and infecting the world with this negativity. You ever see people on Facebook and their content's always so like grim, so bleak? Like, oh, nothing good is ever gonna happen. I might as well just... I get it. I was there. Man, listen, if they would have had social media back in like the early 2000s, there would have been a whole lot of footage of me that nobody would have liked, right? But, Yeshua just really being like, look, it's always a reason. It's always a purpose. Like anything that you go through, if you giving it to God, like take your situation, give it to God, and God is going to do something for you. No lie. God doesn't go back on his word. He loves you. He loves me. And it ain't like this religious stuff. Because Yeshua himself said, you ain't supposed to call nobody on this earth father. And I know it's a whole gang of Catholics out here calling somebody father, and he probably molesting somebody. We have to retrain our mind and really seek God with our whole heart, because then that's when we'll find him and we'll realize all of this out here can't do nothing for what's in here when we broke, we hurt, we down, we out, we depressed, we stressed, all of that. I know it looks bad. And it could feel even worse when you're going through it and you get hit by every storm in life. But if I could tell you something, dude, holla at God. Holla at him. Let him do a new thing for you. Let him help you with all the other stuff that just hinders you. Ain't nobody like God. Listen, I just went through everything. I mean, the only thing that didn't happen was me almost dying. But that could happen at any moment. But just going through the storm and knowing that when I was at my lowest, God was there. When I felt lost, that's when he was like, baby, you found. Quit playing with me. You ain't got to go through X, Y, and Z. I told you I'm never going to leave you or forsake you. But you want to act like you carrying boulders and you just... I can't. right? Going through this situation, being broken, right? Because I felt like I was broken. God had to break all of the stuff that I wasn't strong enough to fight through a panic attack. Literally, like if anybody has ever had a panic attack and like a debilitating one, you can't come out of that. And I came out with a whole client right there watching me, not because of me, but because of him, fighting inside of me, knowing that it's a spiritual battle. Listen, you want to hear something that's going to be sugar-coated and to your liking and doesn't taste so harsh when you swallow it? Listen to somebody else. Listen to somebody else. But it's tough love this way. And ain't nothing wrong with tough love. I'm just going to say this really quick and then I'm gone. But I was thinking about how God made Adam and he came from the dirt. God had to give him that breath of life. And when God gave him the breath of life, Adam was a fully developed human being, intelligent in everything, right? But Yeshua said we gotta be like children. Like children. Innocent, willing to relearn everything. And, Adam had everything and he still didn't know. The one thing that he shouldn't have left was his creator. Got him in a whole world of mess over a broad who was going. But being that child and really allowing God to father you, to love you, to nurture you, allowing Yeshua to come in and be like, look, all them stripes, I took them for you. Allowing the Holy Spirit to work in your life and move to where everything you do is pleasing and acceptable to God. And it's not an overnight process. But when somebody comes through and they do absolutely everything for you, what, you gonna be ungrateful? You're gonna go around and jack on somebody else because everybody let's just take Gucci. Gucci don't even own Gucci. But everyone flexes on that. Like Gucci did something for you. But you won't flex on God. You won't flex on Yeshua. You won't flex on the Holy Spirit residing in you so you know what heaven is like here on earth. Listen, it's not hard. It's not hard to choose to fight because we fight a lot of things. And it's not hard to submit when you know you got a real one. And let me tell you, God, a real one. Man. A real one. Yeshua, come on. Ain't nobody like them. I encourage you to holler at God, though. It might change your life.